Hello, and a warm welcome to the program. I'm Melinda Kinlami. Our focus is on the South today, but first, our top stories. The former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, has been arraigned by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, for printing naira notes at a high cost without the authorization of former President Muhammadu Buhari. He pleaded not guilty to the 4 charges of printing 648 million naira at a cost of 18.9 billion naira. Justice Marian Aneni granted him bail of 300 million naira with 2 sureties owning properties within the Maitama district. Mr. Emefiele is also to surrender his travel documents, seek court permission to travel abroad, and remain in Kuje Correctional Center until he meets the bail conditions. The trial is scheduled for the 28th and 29th of this month. An explosion has rocked a mosque in Gadana village, Kano State, killing 1 person and leaving 23 others injured. The incident occurred around 5:20 a.m. during the early morning prayers. The State Police Command says it immediately deployed a combined team of experts in the Explosive Ordnance Unit and other policemen to the crime scene. According to preliminary forensic analysis, the explosion was suspected to be caused by petrol, and the key suspect, identified as a 38-year-old, has been arrested. Two more commissioners loyal to the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, have resigned from the Rivers State Cabinet. Those who resigned are Professor Chiedu Mom, Ministry of Education, and Dr. Gift Walu from Housing. Both men cited a toxic working environment as the main reason for their exit. They were among the commissioners who resigned in December in the wake of the political crisis, but were reabsorbed into the cabinet following the president's intervention. Meanwhile, some constituents of Mr. Martins Amewile, the Speaker of the pro-Nyesom Wike Lawmakers in Rivers State, have thrown their weight behind the governor as the political situation in the state becomes more intriguing. The loyalists from Ward 1 in Obiakpo local government area said Governor Fubara has proven to be an excellent administrator. They also supported the planned probe of past administration in the state as Governor Fubara continues to open a can of worms.
Men and women from Ward 1 Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State convened to discuss the political situation in the ward. Despite being the political ward of Martin Amewile, the Speaker of the pro-Nyesom Wike Lawmakers, this constituent pledged support for Governor Siminalayi Fubara.
This governor, who is not from this area, was one who restored me not only to the lecturership, but to be a governing council member. So we see a sense of justice being made to, and he has done that to many people who are maltreated by Wike's government.
How many years he has been in that seat? He have not done any good thing for women in a Lozu. He have not done any good thing for women in a Lozu. So I'm really angry. Go to a Lozu and see how we are suffering in light. No good road. Go to a health center. There's no good building there. He's supposed to make a Lozu one proud of a Lozu. He's supposed to make the women proud.
They also endorsed another constituent who serves as the leader of the Fubara supporters in the local government area as their new political figurehead. The governor's aides at this gathering justified the planned probe of the past administration in the state.
The fight in Rivers State is about the soul of Rivers State. But thank God for bringing Siminalayi Fubara, who within the space of 1 month, the space of 1 year, that met 12 billion naira as IGR. And today, because he's a man of God, he has declared 27 billion.
The new leader hints on the benefit of a new political alignment.
For us, what we need to do is to go to our villages, our family, talk to our people that look, The only solution is the governor of Rivers State, Sir Simeon Ekpa. And the governor asked me to say he will give us internal road.
Gatherings like this show the clear political divide in Rivers State, especially at the grassroots, with those loyal to both parties seemingly unflinching in their support and all positive that the pendulum will swing to their side as the political drama continues to unfold.
Staying in Rivers State, members of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, have been encouraged to build up the party membership at the various wards in Rivers State and deliver for the FCT Minister, Mr. Nyesom Wike. During a rededication exercise in Umu-Nkwor local government area, the former Chief of Staff to the Rivers State government, Mr. Emeka Woke, asked the supporters to remain resolute in their loyalty to Mr. Wike and secure their base. Our correspondent, Charles Okurum, has this report.
Members of the People's Democratic Party and the FCT Minister's political pressure group, Grassroots Development Initiative, GDI, gather at Umu-Nkwor local government area in Rivers State to endorse the PDP Caretaker Ward Exco.
PDP! Part of the people!
The LGA chairman, Chidi Lloyd, and Mr. Emeka Woke, the former chief of staff to Mr. Wike, who recently resigned from Governor Siminalayi Fubara's cabinet, are a few of the prominent figures in attendance.
Why not focus on governance? Why not talk about what you are going to give to Rivers State people in the next 4 years? When the time for politics comes, we will come. We will talk. We will tell you what to do. And so what you are seeing is when you have a kindergarten chief of staff, you begin to hear all sorts of rubbish. Don't mind those words. Don't mind those things. Do not be moved.
There is a confidence vote for the member representing the local government area at the Rivers State House of Assembly.
The people of Umu-Nkwor local government area, which is called Umu-Nkwor constituency, in the Rivers State House of Assembly, you say aye.
A political leader in the council asks the EXCO to be careful with their registrations and remain resolute.
If anybody is not a party man, whatever name you call yourself, you will know where you go to vote. But in our own party, in the primary and all other arrangements we make before we go for a general election, we will know our members.
Speaking on the sidelines of the event, Mr. Lloyd goes spiritual, saying they need to seek divine intervention in the face of their political struggles.
You know, from time to time, as Christians, we must seek the face of God. And as members of the political party known as the PDP, it is not in doubt that there are issues now. So, of course, when you have issues, you seek the face of God. That is what we are doing today.
Indigent members of the council have been empowered in order to solidify their support base for the FCT minister, Mr. Nyesom Wike. Charles Okurum, Channels Television News.
Away from Rivers State, an explosion has occurred in the rural area of Umu-Nkwor local government area in Bayelsa State. It is alleged to have come from the gas processing plant operated by Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria. The sound of the loud bang, which generated a lot of panic and speculations in the community, is alleged by some of the locals to have emanated from the gas processing plant that feeds the Nigerian liquefied natural gas export terminal in Bonny Island, Rivers State. Our correspondent reached out to the SPDC spokesperson, who stressed that it occurred near the gas facility, but not inside it. The fight against oil theft in the Niger Delta may have recorded a boost after the discovery of an illegal oil bunkering site in Ndokwa East local government area of Delta State. During an operation in Kwale by one of the pipeline surveillance companies hired by the federal government to checkmate the activities of vandals in the region, it discovered a tanker loaded with about 45,000 liters of crude oil in an activity which has been going on for years now. Speaking to journalists, the surveillance team say the vandals abandoned the site and the crude already tapped and fled after suspecting that they were surrounded.
So these are loading points. Loading points.
Oil theft, like you know, is one of the huge problems we have in the oil sector. That line that you saw, transmits about 20 barrels of crude oil daily to our jetty. So you can imagine 20 barrels of crude oil, daily being diverted. It's a huge loss on the company.
There have been several petitions from our end, from the community relations manager here, to various security agencies in Asaba, pleading with them to help us unmask and unravel the identity of these criminals who have continued to perpetrate this act of bunkery, so that we'll put an end to it. But all to no avail. Although we want to use the opportunity to thank the military here, the JTF officers attached to us, they have been doing so well, making effort to see that, and my company management appreciate them also. They try to see that this thing is stopped.
In an effort to establish itself as the cleanest state in Africa, the Cross River State government has pledged to ensure regular cleaning habits are implemented across all the 18 local government areas. Speaking in Calabar, the state capital, the Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Moses Osoige, explained that the monthly sanitation program introduced by the governor is designed to create a hygienic environment.
Residents in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, have praised Governor Basiotu for his dedication to neatness in the metropolis. The administration started with regular waste evacuation and drainage cleaning, along with public awareness campaigns to encourage a tidy environment.
The new government has brought a lot of changes, especially in the environmental policies to the state. We have seen the refuse evacuation in the city of Calabar that he embarked on massively immediately he came in. And these are all the things that we didn't see, especially in the last days of the last administration. So him doing this is highly commendable.
I'm happy with what Prince Otu has been doing, the renovations that have been going on in Cross River. Everywhere is so bright and looking awesome. So I'm very excited about it.
The Commissioner for the Environment, Mr. Moses Osoige, elaborates on the measures implemented by the state government to achieve its goal of becoming a model for cleanliness in no time, with a promise to reward the neatest senatorial district with a cash prize.
I have been a kind of, creating an awareness, educating them, preaching to them the need to keep our environment, our surrounding very clean, which is a major aspect. And the people obliged. From there, I saw the response, the compliance level, and I said, okay, this is a wonderful one, that every last Saturday of the month in Cross River State is going to be a sanitation exercise, and we know what sanitation exercise is all about.
Residents, especially traders, have been warned to refrain from any environmental negligence and illegal activities, as such poor practices will no longer be tolerated in Cross River State.
Welcome back. The Akwa Ibom State Governor, Pastor Umu-Nkwor, has assured residents that the state government will expand the already existing partnership with Ibom integrated farms to increase food production in line with the Arise agenda. Governor Nkwor gave the assurance when he visited the farm located in Ona local government area. He commended the impressive level of work done in the farm and directed the commissioners for finance, agriculture, as well as the managing director of Akwa Ibom Investment Corporation to liaise with the farm management.
I must commend His Royal Majesty for the wonderful work he's doing here. I think he needs support, and I've asked the Honorable Commissioner for Finance, Agric, MD of Akicop, to let's see how we can turn this around. We can have a few farms like this in the state, encourage them, and particularly have an off-takers agreement where government will take from them. They can produce. They can produce, and we intend to just partner with them.
The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, has entered into a partnership with the Industrial Training Fund, ITF, to train youths under the Skills Up Artisans program. This is as a group of Niger Delta women leaders called on the president to urgently release funds owed to the NDDC to enable it deliver more development. During a courtesy visit by the ITF delegation to the NDDC headquarters in Port Harcourt, River State, its managing director, Mr. Samuel Obuku, says the commission is ready to see to the actualization of the federal government's Skill Up Artisans program.
In furtherance of its human capital development drive, the managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Samuel Obuku, is receiving this team from the Industrial Training Fund. The delegation, led by the ITF Director General Afiz Ogun, is here at the NDDC headquarters in Port Harcourt, River State, to formalize partnership for the Skill Up Artisans program aimed at creating skilled workforce for domestic and international export.
Today's events represent a milestone achievement in the history of agency-to-agency collaboration between two federal agencies. When NDDC reached out to us at ITF, we jumped at the opportunity to work with you, and we are confident that success of this collaboration will be an example for many others to follow.
The NDDC Managing Director says the Commission has concluded arrangements to take advantage of the Skill Up Artisans program under the ITF to engage the youth meaningfully in order to reduce crime in the Niger Delta region.
We know if we engage the youth in the Niger Delta, it is also going to reduce crime. If we engage the youth of the Niger Delta, we're also going to reduce issues of economic sabotage on our pipelines. So we took it up as a responsibility in order to complement what the government and other security agencies are doing, and even the state government, to ensure that we look around for opportunities like this. And coming to knock on your door, I want to thank you for opening your doors to us.
In another development, the executive management of NDDC also received the coalition of Niger Delta women leaders, led by renowned Niger Delta activist Ankyo Briggs, who commends the current board for its development drive.
Whatever is needed to be done that we have not done as women of the Niger Delta, whatever is needed to be done, we will look for those things, we will search them out, we will do them, and our money will be refunded to the penny.
For the Samuel Obuku-led management, stakeholders' engagement has been useful in its development process.
As part of a build-up to our programs for this year, we are working towards having the Niger Delta Summit, Stakeholder Summit, which is supposed to come up on the 12th of July this year. And as part of that build-up, we thought it was necessary to start engagement with different levels of society and different stakeholders.
With the commencement of partnership between NDDC and ITF for the Skill Up Artisans program in the region, as well as the Commission's project Hope, these Niger Delta women leaders are optimistic that the region's youths are in for better days.
Residents on the outskirts of the Edo State capital have benefited from a medical outreach organized by the 107 Air Maritime Group Benin. The Group Operations Officer, Wing Commander Anthony Owonikoko, who represented his boss in a brief ceremony to kick off the exercise, assured residents that they can receive care at the Air Force medical facilities and take advantage of hospitals when the need arises. Tests and treatment for malaria and other diseases, dental care, eye tests, and distribution of free glasses were part of the services rendered at the one-day outreach.
While noting that today's medical outreach is part of the elaborate effort by the Nigerian Air Force towards improving civil-military relationship, which appreciates the current state of increasing difficulties in accessing healthcare in our nation, especially with the impact of exodus of medical professionals out of the country. The activities today will also be seen as part of effort to complement the effort of the federal and state government in providing and improving healthcare services with the citizenry. On this note, our facility remains open to you for your health care needs. Before I conclude this address, let me remind you that the security situation in our country is still tense. However, the Nigerian Air Force, in conjunction with other sister services, will continue to perform its constitutional role and give aid to civil authority. Thus, it's important for this community to continue to lend our support to the Nigerian Air Force in its effort to keep the community safe by timely information of suspicious activities within your environment.
I really want to appreciate this organization for bringing up this opportunity for us to at least treat ourselves, take free treatment, free medications, and all of that. It's not easy as Nigeria is right now. It's not easy for one person to just bring out money to do this.
Staying in Edo State, the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, has taken the fight against trafficking in persons to primary and post-primary schools. The zonal commander of NAPTIP says he believes catching them young and keeping them abreast with the antics of traffickers is a good way to go, especially to curb their activities. He has assured residents that 50 schools will be used by NAPTIP to run this program, adding that his team is excited with the magnitude of support the agency enjoys from the Edo State government.
This workshop is a follow-up activity to the baseline assessment on the knowledge of schools, officials of government, CSOs, and various individuals on human trafficking in the state. The essence is to get the knowledge base of the respondents on the issues and to identify knowledge gaps with a view to using the school anti-trafficking education advocacy project to bridge identified gaps. It is hoped that the workshop will mark the beginning of a groundbreaking project dedicated to empowering at least 50 schools across the 3 senatorial districts of Edo State in the fight against this horrific crime.
This program is a pilot project for 5 states, Edo, Delta, Enugu, Ogun, and Benue State. And of course, it is funded by the government of Netherlands, and is going to take place for about 4 years. It's a 4 years old project. Of course, in terms of finances, everything has been taken care of to make sure that the project realizes its objectives. So we already have the schools to be targeted, we'll be choosing. Today we'll know the schools, today the 50 schools that are going to be targeted in Edo State. And as soon as the project is launched next month by His Excellency, we'll take off.
Nigerian Army is appealing to young people from River State as well as the South-South zone to consider military service due to the current low representation from the area. Speaking at a media awareness program at the 6th Division Garrison Command in Port Harcourt, the River State capital, Brigadier General Wite Ndizi emphasized the importance of youth to contribute to national security.
Of the population of River State, who are those that contribute the highest, the active population? The youth, 76%. Again, I just did a random search just to discover that unemployment rate in the state is 43%. Another thing that got me worried when I did a random search again, in terms of crime rate in the country, the state is in the top 5 position. Some of these boys and girls do not know the benefits of joining the army.
His colleague, Brigadier General Edith Efyong, talked about the accessibility and transparency of the recruitment exercise.
This thing you are saying is responsibility, and we will give account to God for everything we do or did not do. So leaders should be very careful. So please pass the message. Recruitment, enlistment is free. Let them go there and try their best. Let them forget about what people are saying. Hey, you go, they will do finish, they will go drop you. Then it was not yet your time. Try again. When it is your time, they will take you. That is it.
That's the program today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda Akinlami.